Who's dropping bombs? Who's finding rocket engines? Who's texting spam? And who's going to the moon on the Daily Orbit? Hello and welcome to the Daily Orbit. I'm Emerald Robinson. 2 U.S. military aircraft had to drop a load on Sunday. The aircraft were forced to release 2 unarmed bombs and 2 dummy bombs near Australia's Great Barrier Reef due to low fuel. Well, if you're going to be dropped, that's a pretty place. They had intended to drop the bombs in the Townshend Island bombing range, but reports said hazards weren't clear of the area. But have no grief for the Reef. Australian military officials said that non-explosive bombs would not likely harm anyone or any marine life and will be retrieved by divers. Now that's the bomb. And you never know what kind of trinkets you'll find at the bottom of the ocean. It's a veritable marine treasure trove. Amazon.com founder Jeff Bezos confirmed that the rocket engines retrieved from the bottom of the Atlantic earlier this year are indeed from the Apollo 11 spacecraft. The gigantic F-1 engines were found by Bezos' team off the coast of Cape Canaveral back in March. Extensive cleaning revealed the serial number, confirming they are indeed Apollo 11 engines. And in this case, it's not finders keepers. NASA claimed ownership of the engines, but said they would likely donate one to the Smithsonian's National Air and Space Museum. Sorry, Bezos. They should have let you keep at least one as a recovery reward. Oh my God, you've won $1 million. Click here to claim. I've been text spammed. The UN plans to send out a multinational alert after a German research firm discovered a flaw that makes it possible for hackers to remotely gain control of and potentially clone millions of SIM cards. The encryption flaw, sent via over-the-air updates and custom Java software, obtains the digital code, which allows hackers to modify the SIM chip remotely. Victims can get premium text messages that could add phone charges or drain minutes, or face their calls being redirected and recorded. Scary. They say the vulnerability is based on an outdated security standard and poorly configured code. The research firm made suggestions on how to defend against such a hack. It's kind of like magic. But it's not. It's robotics, which is pretty comparable in my book. A research team from UC Berkeley has created electronic skin, or e-skin, that responds to the touch by lighting up. It's the first time anyone has developed a sensor network on flexible plastic. They say e-skin will provide robots with a finer sense of touch and can be used on touchscreen displays. I'll take one of those above my desk. Moon missions are moving south. Moon Express just announced the first mission to the moon's south pole. What will they be looking for? Well, what are we usually looking for? Mineral resources and water. The mission will also include delivering the International Lunar Observatory to the South Pole, which will conduct international astrophysical observations and communication from the lunar surface. The inaugural Moon Express mission to the moon is set for 2015. The company not only has its eye on the moon, but also the Google Lunar X Prize, hoping to capture that $20 million. You know, I was just looking at the moon last night. It was a full moon, trying to imagine standing on it and looking back at Earth. And that's all for the Daily Orbit. It's beautiful.